So I'm at Cooper's Little League playoff game. Turned out to be the last playoff game and last game of his Little League career.
Nah, bummer.
And my phone's going nuts that Aaron Judge is a 2-home run game. Isn't that great? Which is great because Cooper and I have Aaron Judge on our fantasy team.
They were bombs.
And we also have Alek Manoah of the Blue Jays, who has been terrible this year. Like he went from just he's doing the Sparky Lyle, which is Cy Young to Sayonara.
The reverse Del Tufo.
Right. So, I mean, at any rate, I then get home and I look down at my Twitter feed and Aaron Judge is now a cheater. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean he's a cheater? The hell's going on?
What do you do?
The hell going on? So I start diving into the feed here. Of course, John Boy's all over it. And he, in his second home run, second at bat against Jay Jackson of the Toronto Blue Jays, there he is peeking from the batter's box. And it's not like he's looking down to see where the catcher is located. He's looking off to the side. And he's looking in clearly to his dugout. And sure enough, the announcers of the game for the Blue Jays, you want to talk about two of the most highly respected individuals and humans. Dan Schulman, who was the voice of Sunday Night Baseball for a long time on ESPN, and somebody who I worked with. That's how long ago, that's how long he's been in the game as an announcer, as a former player as well. Buck Martinez, who is, to this day, one of my favorite people I've ever worked with. And they're saying, basically, as Judge is standing at the plate, they catch him 3 different times in this final at-bat, looking into the Yankee dugout. I mean, they came as close as they could to basically saying, what's up with that?
Really close.
What's he looking at? Yeah. Can't be anything legitimate is what it seemed like they were saying.
You were hinting.
And as they were talking about it, Judge parks one.
Oh, it was so far.
He might have hit Niagara Falls if there wasn't, the rest of the stands blocking it.
Such a bomb.
Second of the day.
Dead center. Bomb.
This was Judge after the game talking about what he was looking at.
Yeah, it was kind of a lot of chirping from our dugout, which I really didn't like in the situation where it's a 6-0 game, and I know Booney got tossed. Like, I was trying to save Booney by calling timeout. Like, hey, hold up here. Like, let me work here. So I was kind of trying to see who was chirping in the dugout. So it's 6-0. Like, Booney got tossed. Let's go to work now.
All right, 2 things. First off, whoever's choosing Boogie Wanderlust in the Yankee locker room, kudos. Kudos to you, sir. Was it Boogie Wonderland? Boogie Wonderland? Boogie Wonderland. Kudos to the disco.
I mean,
I don't know who's it. Was that? Is that a Rizzo thing? It's probably somebody's a veteran who's in control. It's not a young kid thing. Could be Judge. No. Could be Judge himself.
Yeah.
I like the disco.
1979.
Yeah.
By the way, you thought the White Sox killed it, right? They didn't. Yankees are bringing disco back, baby.
Oh, they're bringing something back.
Let me just say this.
Shenanigans.
Aaron Judge, talking about Booney getting tossed. Aaron Boone got tossed during that at-bat by the home plate umpire because of, as usual, strikes being called on Judge that appear to be low just because he's 9 feet tall, okay? So he was complaining about the strikes, and the Yankees complaining about the strike zone all night long, which, by the way, would be another great song for the clubhouse to blare
Lionel Richie
after a win. This was the backdrop. So Judge looking in the dugout to see who's talking because, Yanks up 6-0. You can kind of hear a pin drop inside Toronto. Because all I know is this. They're using the pitch comm system because of the cheating scandals of years past, of pitch catchers putting down signs, and maybe television cameras are picking it up and somebody's watching a TV set they shouldn't be watching, or somebody's on an Apple Watch they shouldn't be on, or somebody As you know, the Red Sox, Yankees as well were in this mix, in the blender that caught the Astros up. So I understand that people are saying that, but there's a system now where the catcher is calling the pitches by pressing buttons on his...
He literally has like a remote on his arm.
On his arm,
Yeah.
or most of the catchers are putting it on their thigh and covering it with their glove hand. So Judge is not picking up on that. So what is possibly being picked up in the Yankee dugout that could be signaled to him in a manner? By the way, the other times he looked into the dugout, supposedly for a sign, he swung and missed at a ball. Okay.
Can't hit everything.
Unless you're cheating. And then another one he didn't offer at. Now, you could say, well, he knew the pitch was going to be an off-speed
Also,
pitch coming, so he'll spit on it.
Way low and outside.
But how about the one that he didn't offer at was called a strike, I believe, or was called a ball. He spat on it. He didn't offer at it. But here's the interesting thing, too, since we're talking about looking aside and what you should be looking straight at. You know what was straight down the middle? The pitch that he hit for a home run.
It was a breaking ball.
Dude, it was a breaking ball that was essentially middle because it didn't break very much, and he murdered it.
But if you know a breaking ball's coming.
Great. Because
this was your argument against the Astros.
Dude, my argument against the Astros is sure they knew it was coming, but even if he knew it was coming, how does he know it's coming? That's the whole thing. I'm trying to tell you.
Someone in the dugout, and I don't.
But someone in the dugout is what?
I don't think that's what happened.
Buttons?
All I'm saying is they notice maybe he's tipping his pitch, and they're relaying
so
to Judge that, hey, we noticed on a breaking ball he does this with his glove.
So then that's illegal if he's tipping his pitches? I thought if you're
I don't know.
tipping
You tell me. You were the anti-Astros cheating scandal a few years ago.
If somebody's tipping their pitches based on their body language or doing something with their glove or doing something that I guess Judge couldn't pick up himself by looking directly at the pitcher, and somebody in the dugout is telling him he did the pitch, he did that tip thing, or somebody in the field is doing it that Judge can't see, and he's looking in the dugout, well, then that's a YP. That's your problem.
I agree with you.
Correct.
I
That's
don't care.
always been the case.
I don't care.
But if somebody's using technology to steal a sign, that's a problem. That needs to be eradicated. That is not cool. That is cheating. But how are they stealing it? How are they stealing a sign? Like, that's the point. Is like, if you think he's looking in for something, extrapolate it out for me, because I'll keep extrapolating out what you're insinuating for everyone. You're saying he's cheating. And you're saying, by all that, now we have an explanation for last year's home run barrage, don't we? That is the implication about all of this, and I don't like it. Clearly, I am biased, admittedly, but you better, if you are doing this, come correct. How is he stealing something? Well, he's just looking in the dugout. Well, the reason why he might be is, so he's looking in the dugout. Somebody goes like this, it's an off-speed pitch. See ya. Is that really how it works? Is that how it works?
It did not help his case that he hit an absolute bomb after looking into the dugout.
But he also swung and missed at one.
Well, he missed it. That one he didn't miss. You can still know it's coming and miss.
Because the one that he missed wasn't in a better location than the one he murdered. Look at the pitch he murdered.
You can still know it's coming and miss.
Okay. I get it.
Again, I don't think that's what happened.
Okay, so...
But clearly the Blue Jays broadcast team did.
Let's see. Let's see how it plays out. I want a full investigation. Give it. Because I bet you he will be cleared as clear as day.
Yeah, I would say so. It just looked weird. Will you admit that it looked weird?
I don't normally see... And by the way...
I've never seen anybody do that.
I've watched, which means maybe he's incredibly talented. Hey, shut up, guys. I need to murder this baseball when he
maybe.
when he spins it middle.
I don't think we can sit here and say we've never seen that done. There's 162 baseball games. There's how many teams, how many
Have you ever
at-bats?
noticed that, though, before?
Think about how much baseball we don't see.
But how much baseball we don't see because we're not watching it, right?
I don't know.
Or even if you're watching a
dude,
ton of
watching a lot of
baseball,
baseball, but
Dude,
the internet's
you're not watching that
Everybody-
much baseball that you can see every
No,
at-bat.
but if something like that would happen, it
The
would
internet's
be tweeted
watching
out
everything.
in a second. Yeah.
The internet's watching
But
everything.
that's how
now.
I found out about it. I saw John Boy, Barstool.
I
they
told
both
you.
did it.
I told you how I found out about
Yeah.
it. I'm watching my son's Little League game.
Was anyone looking in the dugout on the other team?
No.
Do we need an investigation?
That's the whole point, is that we may not be seeing it,
In real
but somebody's going to pick up on
Yeah,
it.
it'll be out there.
And they'll pick up on it if it's Judge.
Oh, for sure.
I didn't see it in any of his 62 home runs last year.
No, that's what I mean. You admit that it's weird, right?
Right, which means he was looking in his dugout
Yeah.
because people are chirping because the umpire tossed the manager, and it's like 6-0. Let's get out of Dodge here. And he said he spoke to his teammates like, pipe down when I'm at the plate so I can murder more baseballs.
But thanks for telling me what pitch was coming.
How's last place, pal? You tell me.
All rise.
How's Kenley Jansen doing?
Not great lately. Not great after a weekend sweep.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.